I haven't done it from home in a while.
Y'all should be able to hear me now. Sorry about that. Thanks though, Chris. Whoops. We should have fixed it by now. I think you guys can hear me now. Sometimes I don't like OBS Studio. It does some weird stuff sometimes when you update the software, or if you freaking shut off your computer. It'll like change the mic source for some reason. And then you're just like, well, you're talking and nobody can hear you. But you don't know that because you're not paying attention to the little mic thingy, whether it's on or not. This is why I could never do like video production or anything like that. Like, and I know like you guys are like, but you do. I don't really do like actual video. I mean, we do, but it's not like I'm going out and planning a scene and stuff like that. Like, and what's going to happen at every point of that scene. Like, it's a whole other ball game. I don't think I could do that. I would have no desire to do that. I'm sure I could do that. The audio stream's current bit rate is lower than the recommended bit rate. We recommend that you use an audio stream bit rate of 128 kilobytes per second. Well, okay. Where do I change that at? Can you guys, does it sound okay to you guys? No, that's the dB. Where's the bit rate? I can't even change the bit rate. Whatever. If you guys can hear me fine, then. Blythe, what do you mean by add streaming to your services? Like offer streaming for people who want to do this type of stuff? Okay, good. Well, then forget the bit rate, as long as it sounds okay. So, guys, do me a favor, hit the thumbs up button if you haven't done so already, or give us a like if you're ready to get started asking agency-related questions. And then, if we have some time, we've been talking about a specific topic in my mentorship program, and it's around white labeling and why it could be beneficial for some agency owners to start off just white labeling their services. And so I want to talk about that model a little bit. I'll share my screen and we can go through what that looks like. And I'll show you guys how to not only get access to the white labeling service that I recommend, but how to also get all of my email sequences and call sequences and text message sequences that we use when we find a lead or somebody that goes to our website and fills out one of our forms. It's going to automatically get them to set an appointment, which is the best thing that you can really do for your sales process. Let me move that. It was just sitting there. So let me make sure I get Go High Level up. So that way we can talk about that. But would you guys be interested in hearing about white labeling? Has anybody tried white labeling before? All right, I got that up. Any advice on getting new clients via Facebook Messenger? Do you mean just like sending them a message on Facebook or running Messenger ads? Or using Messenger for advertising? And if you guys are ready, go ahead and start throwing questions in the chat and we can get to answering those. How was everybody's Thanksgiving who's from America? Everybody have a good holiday with the family? Okay, so we got some people who are interested in learning about white labeling, so we can definitely talk about that. So sending messages, the biggest thing is you don't want to do it too much and too quickly. The reason why is because I think it's like if you go over like 10 accounts that you don't know within a quick amount of time, then they're going to shut your account down for basically spamming because they don't want people doing that. So as long as you space it out throughout the day and you're not messaging like 100 people in a day, you should be fine. But if you try to spam a bunch of accounts, you're going to get flagged for sure. At least if you're doing it with personal accounts. I'm not sure about reaching out to the business account specific, like directly. That's always an option as well. And it's a lot easier sometimes to get in touch with business owners. When you go through their Facebook page, a lot of the time it is an admin or a support rep, but you can get information really quickly and pass information really quickly that way. And sometimes it is the business owner. For example, in the real estate industry, a lot of the time it's the real estate agent or team that actually takes the messages. So it's not necessarily always an admin. So that's an easy way to reach local real estate agents as well. And there's other industries out there that are like that. It's in the small to medium-sized business realm, but not always. Most people try to put it on an admin. I have clients that have to make their fundraising events virtual. I've been pre-recording and streaming for them. Yep. One of my DMS 2.0 students, one of my other DMS 2.0 students is actually doing that too. She started providing that for schools, and then apparently she landed several $100,000 contract to do like a whole district in, I think, New York. So there's definitely money in streaming too and managing that. And it's not essentially marketing, but it is still kind of in the marketing space. So it's an easy transition or type of service to offer. The hardest part is managing the live stream and making sure everybody's connected and has access, like the actual like admin side, the setup side, and the functionality of the actual software you're using. If it's not on point, people start getting pissed super quickly. And I was just like, I don't know if I want to deal with that. Like a bunch of pissed off parents like, your video software isn't working, we can never get connected. I have a few friends who are teachers, and that's what they've been talking about, is how they've been having issues with the online learning because either students just don't show up. Like I had a friend telling me the other day how he hasn't had a student show up to class the entire year. Like hasn't made it to one video session. So I could see how it would be annoying to be somebody who manages those. All right, so a lot of y'all are interested in learning about white labeling, so we'll talk about that in a minute. I wouldn't use Vendasta, that's just my opinion. Have you been using Vendasta's sales team? But I'm still nervous about getting sued for bad results. That's not really a big deal. You don't get sued for bad results. You get sued if you defame their business or do anything that would harm their business, but you can't get sued for a marketing campaign not working, especially if it's on them. Like and a lot of the time when a marketing campaign doesn't work, it actually ends up being more on the client. As long as the agency and the people doing the job know what they're doing, you should be able to get results for almost any business. But a lot of the time the business owners are slow, or they're just a pain in the ass and they don't give you everything that you need, or they lie. And so those ones are always a pain. I hate chasing. That's what I hate. Shouldn't have to chase you. You're paying me thousands of dollars. Like I shouldn't be chasing you to get the stuff done so we can make your money back plus some. It's a real problem though. Any tips on growing a YouTube channel? Well, I have tons of content on my YouTube channel about how to grow your YouTube channel. So I would say that's a starting tip. The biggest thing though is it depends, and it's different for every single type of channel. Like education channels are different from entertainment style channels where it's just like reel after reel of people playing a video game, or streamers who actually play the video games, people doing product reviews. Every single industry is a little different, but it ultimately comes down to obviously having great content, right? Like if your content sucks or if you don't have a personality, people aren't going to watch your channel. And even channels that don't really require a lot of personality, you have to be able to fit the mold of a YouTuber. So a lot of the times it comes down to when there's somebody who's trying to start a YouTube channel and maybe they're doing everything right technically, I think it's like a visual thing at that point. Like people aren't connecting with that person, or they're just not good on camera, if that's the issue. But it really just depends on every single business. But it ultimately comes down to, like I said, great content. And if you can get great content, then it's just really worrying about the technical side of it, knowing when to place call to actions, knowing how to target keywords instead of just typing in random titles and descriptions and tags. So the SEO side of YouTube. And then again, really the biggest thing is view duration. When people watch your videos, the longer they, like, let's say a video is 10 minutes. If the longer they watch that video, the more YouTube is going to recommend that video to other viewers based on the fact that when somebody typed in a search term on YouTube, because YouTube is a search engine, don't think of it as a social platform, even though they're trying to kind of be both and they're doing pretty good at it. It's just not a social media style platform. So think of it as a search engine. So when people type in those keywords, and they watch a long portion of that video, YouTube says, okay, somebody typed in this search, they watch this video for 70% of the time on average. Let's say that's an average, which that's really hard to get. I don't think there is anybody who has an average 70% view through rate. But let's just say that's the number. Well, Google, aka YouTube, is going to start ranking you higher in search results for when people type out that keyword phrase. So getting people to watch long portions or long, basically your videos for a long time instead of like hop on 20 seconds, hop off. So you got to figure out, how can I get people to watch videos longer? What tricks, and it's not even necessarily a trick, it's just the word that I'm using right now because I can't think of a better one, but understanding how to like almost motivate people to want to keep watching. Like either you're stimulating them mentally, so education channels, you're stimulating their mood, which is like the funny style channels, or whatever it is you enjoy watching that's just like mind numbing almost. So, but knowing how to reach that audience and then how to get them to watch longer. So click-through rate, people clicking to your video, meaning having great titles, great captions, great thumbnails, things like that. And then next one is view-through rate, making sure people are watching long portions of the video instead of just hopping on, not finding the information they want. Like that's the biggest thing I think most people struggle with is, if I'm going to write this topic, what is their search intent when they're looking for this topic? So if I go on YouTube, and this works with Google too, this is big in SEO. If I go to Google or YouTube and I type in how to wash my carpet, what am I looking for specifically? Well, I probably spilled something on my carpet, or I just have really old carpet and I'm looking to clean it. So if you're going to make that video, are you going to talk about stains, or are you going to talk about carpet cleaning, like using a big old steam machine, right? Well, those are two completely different search intents, right? You're not searching for the same thing here. So you have to really, what your job to be from there would be, what are most people searching for when they type in that search, how to wash my carpets? They're probably looking for the big machine. So that's what I should probably focus on that video. Then I can make another video that's how to remove stains from a carpet. That's how you would really want, and people don't understand that, so they try to make this big blanket video that covers all kinds of topics. And those are on like how-to videos, which again, that's even different for every style of YouTube channel or content creator. It's the same for blogs and video, actually, is really the funny part, is they are essentially the same. One's just a video version. But understanding what search intent is for a given search phrase is probably the most important aspect to really being able to even create the content to begin with. But that's a lot of tips on YouTube for you. Nobody ever asks about YouTube, which is funny. But then again, most small and medium-sized businesses aren't running YouTube channels, so it makes sense. Yes, Kayla is making big money. She's super happy. She tells me all the time she's glad that she doesn't, or she said that she was glad she didn't stick to biology because that was her major. What should our DM script sound like, and where can I find leads? Well, I don't do a ton of DMing, but the biggest thing is not coming off as super salesy. Trying to find out if you're messaging people directly, really just trying to connect with them given a common interest. So for example, if your niche is attorneys, then you're going to want to talk about attorneys. So saying something like, hey, I'm trying to connect with attorneys in whatever area you're trying to connect with. And once they connect, and really this is like specifically to LinkedIn, hey, just wanted to connect with other attorneys, and then your next message that you would send like a day later would be along the lines of, hey, just wanted to reach out again and say hello. I noticed you were an attorney and I work with attorneys. I would what kind of attorney are you, or what type of practice do you run? And then after that, you would set it up to basically go into, I've worked with attorneys before and we've gotten them amazing results. I would love to show you how we could do the same for you. But LinkedIn's a good area. Google, ads. That's what I would recommend as far as finding leads. Mr. Leisure, what's going on? I'm having a hard time niching down. I worked with women-led businesses in several industries, both service and product-based. There isn't really one I enjoy over the other. Any tips on narrowing it? Well, you're trying to stick with women-led businesses, which is great. No problem with that. That's hard to niche down when you're trying to do women specifically, because it's not like I guess you could go with the largest women-led industry is what I would say. If you have to stick with women-led, then the way I would think about it would be, I want to be able to be in an industry that's going to have a lot of businesses, right? Because you wouldn't want to be in a women-led industry where there was 5 competitors in your entire area and on the East Coast of the US, right? That wouldn't make sense. 5 potential businesses that you could potentially get as a client, but probably not, because since there's only 5, they probably already have a marketer. So you would want to go after, like salons, for example, would be, or the beauty industry would be a really good area for you to target women-led businesses, because most beauty industry businesses are women-led, and there's a lot of them. You could go from, and you could do e-commerce too. You could do people selling services and people selling products. So you wouldn't have to stop doing product and service-based businesses. You could stay women-led, and you're in one industry that's ultimately similar. So you could do like nail products, hair products, eyebrows, like whatever it is that you consider in the beauty industry. Struggling to get new web design clients lately. Do you know of any platforms or services that I can pay to get me new leads? What's funny is I actually got a call from Yelp yesterday, and he was like, just wanted to let you know your listing it's not that it's not claimed. What did he say? It's not verified. So I have to log in and click an email basically and click a button and verify it. And so that was his reason for sales calling me. And he was like, okay, well, have you ever thought about advertising on Yelp? And I'm like, nope. And he goes, why? I was like, well, I'm just not really interested in it. He's like, yeah, well, people who do web design, not ad services and stuff like that, those don't normally do well. But if you do web design services, we're actually getting a lot of great results for web design services for advertising on Yelp for businesses. I'm like, oh, okay, well, no thanks. I just personally don't like Yelp, and I've never heard of somebody having a good experience, even though he was telling me apparently website or web design businesses are doing well on Yelp. Maybe try it. Spend 500, see if you make more than 500 back. If not, then don't do it again. But as far as pay to get new leads, Google, running Google ads. That's exactly what I would be on. I would have a PPC campaign set up. Ours is actually launching like tomorrow's Friday. So it'll probably be up Monday. We're about to start spending $2,000 a month on Google ads. But that's what I would say. Google ads to a landing page to set an appointment. Well, really to a landing page for them to answer some qualifying questions. At least get the first name, last name, email, website, and budget for the project. And then so that way you can, kind of pre-qualify them. And then after they submit that form, then you send them through an email sequence and text message sequence that gets them to set an appointment with you. But that's it. Google ads are reliable. That's the thing. You just need a good ad manager who actually knows what they're doing. But Google is where it's at for quick paid advertising for agencies. Marism, what's up? Jordan, if a biz has a low budget and is entertainment pleasure style biz, will it benefit from Facebook ads more than Google ads? What is the type of business and what is the low budget? Like, how much are we talking? Because I honestly might tell you neither, because they're not going to be able to pay you and pay for ads if they have a low budget. How can I catch new clients for... I pretty much just answered that, right? I mean, I answered the question. You had asked that earlier. I've talked several times about getting new clients for social media marketing. That's what I've been talking about. When's the best time to ask a new client for testimonials? And what format do you think is best to get the testimonial in? Written review, video interview, etc. Charlton, so what I would do is... number one, you need to be able to gauge, have you been getting them results? Have they seen an uptick in business? So if you see that, that's like the first time I'll ask. Like after we get, 2 to 3 months of successful, like positive ROI, that's when I'm like, hey, how have you been? And it's usually on like a checkup call, like, hey, how have you been feeling about, your ad campaigns? Is everything going as expected? Is there anything we can be doing better? Blah, 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 right? You have that talk with them and then you say, great, I'm glad you're happy, as long as they're happy. Great, I'm glad you're happy with everything. If you don't have any problem with it or issue with it, I would love to get a review from you so that way other people can hear about your experience and, our potential new clients have some comfort in knowing that they're working with a good agency. And then they'll tell you yes or no. And what I usually do is I try to get I want to get Google review first. That's what I would start with. Google review, really, video reviews are my favorite. Let me back that up. I like video reviews the best, Google reviews, Facebook reviews, and then Yelp reviews. Like, I would try to get, and that's the thing, you kind of want to spread it out, but if you'll get a client that'll do it on all of them, like if they love you that much and you can get them to do every variation of a review, that's what I would get them to do. You want as many reviews on as many different platforms as possible. I'm a trader at heart and been looking to translate my knowledge into a channel to educate people. Some very good things mentioned. How are your thoughts on using paid ads to grow a YouTube channel? Also a very good idea. Josh, what I would say is too, if you're interested in learning how to grow a YouTube channel or a personal brand, which is what this is, or become an influencer, we have a program specifically for that. Like, it literally teaches, instead of teaching you how to start a marketing agency, we take those same concepts and we teach you how to start a brand or your personal brand, not to mention how to also make money from said personal brand. Gyms, 2K budget, 1K in ad spend. Okay, so if it's, what's the other grand going to? Because if it's 1,000 in ad spend, I would say, gyms. I would say probably Facebook and Instagram, because if you go on Google, you're going to be competing with all the big brands like Planet Fitness, LA Fitness, all the big gyms, right? You're going to be competing with them because they spend on PPC. So that's going to be difficult unless you market it locally and just like focus the entire campaign on local. That might help, but I still probably wouldn't go, okay, so $1,000 is your service fee. Great. So yeah, I would say starting with Facebook and Instagram is going to be the best bet, and primarily focus on video content, and not just like, hey, we've got a cool gym, here's some muscly people. Like, do something that's funny, or if they're willing to do like live training or something like that, where they just do a live training for free with a trainer, something that's going to be almost gimmicky, but really entertaining as well. Not just like not your average, hey, you want to get buff? You can get buff. They cracked me up, I'm sorry, and that was a really weird voice that I just made, but I think you guys get what I'm saying. All right, what time is it? 7:55. So what I'm going to do really quickly is I'm going to pull up Go High Level, and we'll talk about white labeling because we had a lot of people interested in hearing about white labeling. I'm going to pull this over here, take my little vidgie. How do I don't want full screen. I can't do it because I don't have any people in the call. So we'll just do this. Okay. No, wait. I forgot. The whole screen isn't in here. Huh. Let's do... Hang on. Let me make one small adjustment. We're going to turn off the chat on here. And we're going to take the screen here. Haha, much better. Okay, so this is called Go High Level. If you haven't heard me talk about it before, I'm laughing because I'm sure you probably have. But I want to talk about the white labeling services because I've been talking about this a lot in my mentorship program, and it's about the reason why is because white labeling, as long as you can trust the people fulfilling it, sorry, I was reading a comment that I got to stop reading the comments. Okay, once you find a service that you can trust, then white labeling is not a bad option for people that are just starting out. Or let's say you don't ever really have a desire to really manage marketing campaigns. You just want to run a business and you want to sell somebody else's services, let them fulfill them as long as they do a good job, and you just manage the clients. This is what you should be doing for your agency if that's what you want. If you eventually want to have your own internal team, you actually build and manage the campaigns, this is still a good way for you to start. If you're brand new, the reason why this is great is because they've already come pre-priced, pre-packaged, and they provide a specific service. And the cool thing is with Go High Level, and again, what you should do is if you want to join, I'll also, if you make sure to use the link right below in the description, you can get all of my email and text message sequences plus my landing page. So you don't even have to build a landing page. You don't have to write text messages and emails. You can just set them up and they're ready to go for your agency. You have a funnel that basically works. Now all you have to do is run ads to it, like we were talking earlier. Literally run ads from Google to that landing page, get clients. It's as simple as that. But then again, if you want to get into the white labeling stuff, the reason why it's great is let's go down. Let's say you don't feel comfortable doing SEO, but you want to do SEO for your clients. You know it's important and you know it's valuable for businesses. I guess my video is going to go away anyways anytime I click, so we'll just leave it away. But let's say you want to do a basic package for someone, for a business that has a lower budget. Cool. We can charge $698 a month plus a $199 setup fee. They even tell you how much to charge. They tell you what service they're going to provide, right? 10 targeted keywords, 1 to 10 page websites only, 1 article per month. That's 500 words, so you're going to get blog content out of that, 30 minutes of website audit repairs, and then 70 plus directory listings. So you're going to do basic SEO right here, and they're going to be charging, or you're going to be charging $698. They charge you $349 a month. So you're essentially making $300 a month to not do any work, because all you do is they give you an account manager. You tell the account manager the business name, the goals of the business, the keywords that you're wanting to target, or you can tell them, hey, we would like for you to potentially come up with some keywords for us to target. We're not sure what keywords we want to target. Can you give us keywords? And so they'll do that. And then all you do is manage the client each month. So all you're going to do is basically at the end of the month, you're going to reach out to high level. Excuse me, had to sneeze. You're going to reach out to high level and you're going to say, hey, send me a report of such and such business's month. Then all you need to do is call the client, have a quick Zoom call. You show them the report. You ask them if they have any questions. Are they happy with what they've received so far? Can we make any adjustments? That's it. Then you go back, you talk to your account manager at Go High Level, and then they make the adjustments. So it's a very simple way for you to sell different services to businesses. And all you have to do, like if you think a client needs SEO, cool. So we're going to do $6.98 a month plus a $1.99 setup fee. All right. And actually, let's do this because I'll be guessing later. We're going to do $6.98 plus $1.99. And the cool thing is you can waive setup fees if you wanted to. Like if that's really deterring a client from potentially doing business with you, you can say, look, and if you join today, I'm going to waive that $200 setup fee. Right? Because look, they're not charging you a setup fee either. That's just extra money in your pocket. So we got SEO. Whoops, we're not going to do that. We're going to go back. And then they want to do Facebook and Instagram ads for retargeting, or they want to do PPC as well. Cool. So starts at $500 a month. So you're going to charge $1,000 plus a $700 setup fee. So if they want to do SEO and social, so that's your first month off of that campaign, right? Cool thing is, again, they're only charging a $350 setup fee. You're charging $700. If you had to, you can say, and if you join today, we'll knock off $350 on your setup fee. You're still making another $500 a month. What is this? Yeah, almost $500 a month. Plus from SEO, you're making, it was like $498, I think is what you're making. That's from social. Then we're going to go to here, and you're making, what is this? Jesus, 50, 51, 251 plus 98. Oops. So you're making $349 plus $498. You're making $847 in profit, as long as you don't, well, it's not profit. That is your gross, because here's the thing. You have to think of software that you're going to have to buy and pay for each month. If you hire a VA, which you should, because you can completely automate your business then. You hire a project manager, hire an account manager, and then guess what? You're not doing anything but sales. And then you hire a sales rep, and then you're not even doing sales. You're just managing the project manager, the sales team, and the account managers. And really, you can make the project managers responsible for the account managers, so all you're doing is managing project managers and sales team. So it's a really, again, it's a great way to build a business in the beginning. And it's an easy way, because the cool thing is when you purchase one of these packages, you're going to get on the call and you're going to be kind of walked through the process and what's being done. And so it'll give you an idea of, let's say down the road, you want to start and bring SEO in-house. Well, great. All we have to do is we have to find the team, we have to build the processes, and then we can start implementing our own SEO service. And then guess what? You're keeping all of that $698 per month because you don't have to pay this person. But again, you're not really keeping all of it because now you've hired some people to perform jobs. You've taken on more software, but it's a transition that you can eventually make later on in your industry or in your agency journey. So again, there is a link. What? Are you guys getting a bad video stream right now? Is the connection off? It's saying it's super slow. But what I was trying to say is, I hope you guys can hear me. What I was trying to say is, down in the description, you'll see it says all-in-one agency software. All you have to do is click that link. That is to my affiliate link. And then what I'll do is I'll give you my email and text message sequences. Which is basically a Seinfeld sequence, which is a stream of text messages and emails that go out to them over the first 2 weeks. Or really, I guess it extends out to the first, this is the first 3 months. That's right. That's why you see these long, no, this is a 6-month campaign. I was about to say, wait a second, 14 days, 30 days. Yeah, so this is a 6-month campaign that it follows up with them on. And you can see that's why the days, like in the first 2 weeks, first month, it's a lot closer together. Then we start spreading out the messages so we don't piss them off. But you'll get all of those for free. What else? You're going to get the appointment confirmation and reminders. You're going to get appointment missed, not qualified sequences, and onboarding sequences. So, if you guys want, plus the landing page. So you'll get this. And the cool thing is, again, all you have to do is go into the editor. So instead of doing what I just did, you'll click edit, and you'll go in here and you'll change out Atlanta's Premier Marketing Agency and change it to whatever your city is. And here's the great part. You don't even have to change anything else except for the button that tells you where to go, because you don't want to go to my type form. Otherwise, you'll be sending me clients, which if that's what you want, cool. And then you'll change the image out down here in this section right here, so that way it represents you and your business. But that's it. Literally, copy, paste, and you're done. Then you need to set up the triggers, set up your calendar, boom. So, and if you start now, there's a 14-day free trial. And the cool thing is, everything that I just showed you, because you get access to the funnel building, like you literally have a ClickFunnels account right here. You don't need to buy ClickFunnels now. You can do calendars, so scheduling, so you don't need Calendly. It's got a CRM in it, so you don't need to buy a CRM. It's got email and text message responders, so you don't need to buy ActiveCampaign or MailChimp or what is the text message one? I don't even remember. You don't have to buy all those services, and it only costs you $97 per month. Then when you build it into an agency account, you get unlimited accounts, meaning you can put all of your clients on here, and that's only $297 a month. That's literally the cost of the good version of ClickFunnels, $297. So you're spending $297 for this. You get all of that, and you save thousands of dollars. So it's another reason for you to join. And like this, literally you can put little dashboards on here, and it'll open up my dashboard for Archbee if I was logged into it on this computer, but I'm not. But telling you guys, go high level is the way to go. You have the white label marketplace right here where you can really quickly do things. Like they offer almost everything: website builds, SEO, social media management, retargeting campaigns, listing manager, funnel building, Google ads, Facebook Bing ads, or Facebook IG ads. I don't even know what some of this stuff is. Like, I don't even look at most of these, like Patient Rush Pack. High Levels Patient Rush Pack is the combo pack that is the perfect solution for medical clients. There you go. Home services, real estate. So they've got, like, solar. They've got specific packages that they already have ready because they've worked with so many of those people in those different types of industries. So, let's turn stuff back on and move stuff around. What do you guys think? Josh, I promise you, you'll love that influencer course. You will absolutely love it. It will blow your mind, the amount of information you'll learn that will save you so much time and effort with your brand. Because that was the thing. I knew digital marketing, but I had never started like a personal brand like this before. So that was new to me. And especially being like a content creator on YouTube, that was even new for me about 4 years ago. So I've learned a lot since then about growing a content-based channel. And that's the good thing, is yours is going to be similar to mine since it's trading. You're doing like, I actually can give you it's not really a testimonial, but go look up Patrick Kinney on YouTube. He accredits a lot of his growth to me. He always hits me up. He's like, dude, look at how much growth I've had because he was one of my good friends. He's still a friend. He's on this whole other business thing and I'm on mine, so we don't connect as much as we used to. Anyways, basically he has a Forex trading business and brand, and he was doing it all on Facebook and Instagram, really mostly Facebook. And he still is, but he started his YouTube channel, and I think he's got over 20,000 subscribers now, maybe even more. At least I know it's close to there. But if you feel like looking him up, Patrick Kinney, and literally all we did was I sat down with him. He was already pretty well versed in marketing, but he didn't understand why his channel wasn't doing anything. And so I gave him a bunch of tips on how to actually scale his channel, and we sat and talked for like 2 hours. And ever since he made those adjustments, he was able to grow a channel. How do you connect with me? What do you want to connect about? But I'm on Facebook at facebook.com/serial entrepreneur. I'm on Instagram, serial_entrepreneur. I'm on YouTube. That's where you can connect with me. But if you have something specific, we can talk about it now. What time is it? Oh yeah, we got time. I already have your SOPs, but would you recommend white labeling Go High Level at the start, or should I just get going with the SOPs? What's the typical difference in profit margins between white labeling and hiring? I don't really know the typical profit margins between the two. I can't give you that accurately. But I mean, if you're purchasing the SOPs, here's the thing. It still might be a good idea for you to use white labeling in the beginning until you start and get a team. Because that's really the harder part. Since you have the SOPs, there's not really much work for you to do there. You have to build a team that's going to be solid and that you can trust. And so what I would do is I would start slowly hiring that team as I'm using white labeling services. And so start with one. So let's say you start off white labeling all of your services, but the first service we're going to bring in-house is going to be SEO. All right, cool. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to find a good SEO manager. I'm going to find a project manager, and then I might go ahead and find I definitely will go ahead and find a copywriter that is versed in SEO, and then I'm going to hire and just at least have ready a back-end web developer and a front-end web developer. So I'm going to have all 5 of those people ready for an SEO project, because that's pretty much all you need to really get started with most small and medium-sized businesses. And then you can make that transition, and then once you get a service up and running and you're the one managing it, you feel comfortable and you're doing a good job, then you move on to the next service. For anyone, it's really a good idea when you're brand new, you don't have a ton of experience in running an agency, you really want to do a good job, especially in the beginning, and you still don't feel 100% comfortable. This is a great way for you to get some hands-on learning experience and get your agency going and not have to worry as much about whether you're going to do good or bad on the campaign. To get the course or to get access to the free mentorship program, all you have to do is stick on to the end of the call. We play a little quiz game, and then you answer the question. First one to answer gets access to the program. What's up, Jason? Jimmy, how much is what? Sorry, I've talked about 5 different things, so it could have been my personal branding program. It could have been Go High Level. Probably could have been some other things, but I'm not going to try and sit here and think about it. This is your creation or what? Go High Level? No. I know the guys who own it, but I wish it was my creation because they're making a butt ton of money, dude. For their Black Friday, Cyber Monday, they had it's already, I think it ends tomorrow, but I'm not anywhere near close to what you have to do to win, because that's a lot of people to sign up. But if you signed up 150 people from Black Friday to the end of the Cyber Monday sale they were giving away Teslas. I was like, God dang, guys. giving away some Teslas? What's up, Wade? How are you? But yeah, they were giving away some stuff, man. I was like, God dang. Friggin' Teslas. How many people did you have employed when you hit 10K? Employed? One. Well, actually, when I hit 10K, not even one. It was just me. And then a bunch of contractors. Yes, this will save to rewatch later. My foot's itching. Eugene, no problem. Glad I could do it, man. Okay. Lewis, what we could do is, if you're not currently under someone's affiliate account, then I can reach out to them and they can transfer you under my account. So if you send me a message on Facebook tomorrow, we can get that situated, and then I can send over the stuff. So Manly Codes, what I would do is I would post probably 3 to 4 times on your page before reaching out. It does look a little bad if you don't have a single post. And I get it. I don't post either. Go look at my Rustin Bar account. Like, we don't post because posting organically is useless for agencies. Don't waste your time. I had this exact discussion again in my mentorship program because it's a waste of time. Just posting for posting. If you're running ads, great. If you're not running ads, stop wasting your time posting. Where are we? But no, it shouldn't affect you, is the answer to that. Please describe 5, I can tell you. Go look at my SWEPS video, SWEPS. Those are the 5 primary services, which is SEO, website design and development, email marketing, and automation, which also includes SMS marketing, pay-per-click, and then social media. Unless I said social media here, which in that case it would be SEO. I don't remember which one I said first. I don't have a real estate course. I have a digital marketing agency program that teaches you how to do marketing with real estate agents. Not specifically to real estate agents, but if you learn all of the concepts that we teach, you'll know how to build a marketing campaign for a real estate agent. Mark, glad I could help. Glad you enjoy it. You need the SMMA program, I'm telling you. The 2.0. You'll love your life when you do. You're going to like the way you look. All right. Who's ready to play the mentorship program game? Who wants to win? If you want to win or if you want to play, you have to write in the chat right now that you want to play. And also, we need to get that like count up. So if I don't see at least 22 likes or thumbs ups on the video, I'll just do a giveaway next week instead. You want to get buff? You want to get buff, bro? Do you work with any particular content management systems? If by that you mean YouTube and like WordPress, yeah. Also, I would look at Phrase, Frase. That's a pretty cool company we just found. And it's more for the planning and production side of content, but it's still very, very cool. If you guys want to play, you got to put it in the chat you want to play. If you don't, when I ask the question, if you answer, you don't get... I'm skipping you, basically. I'm going to skip you. So if you want to play, you got to put it in the chat that you want to play. And also, we need at least 22 thumbs ups or likes. We're at 19. So you guys got to get to moving. Do something to press that up button. Somebody. There's at least 4 people on here that haven't hit the thumbs up button that either don't want to play the mentorship giveaway game. Oh, that was my funny for today. I'll tell that story really quick as we wait for the like count to get to 22. Basically, we had this lead come in through Go High Level, that program I was just telling you about, and he texted me saying he needed a website built and he needed to hear back as soon as possible. Then he sent me the information for the website he wanted built, and he gave me a example of the website of another website which would show what he wanted his to look like. And I asked him what his budget was. He said $7,000 to $10,000. I was like, cool, not a problem. So basically, I put together, and it was a bigger site with a lot of content. So we were going to charge him $10,000, but that also included his first year of hosting, and it was a first year of management. Just we lumped it all in, so I wouldn't even have to charge management each month. So we said $10,000, and he texted me back immediately saying, "Okay, great, that's awesome. I'm going to give a down payment of $5,000, but can you do me a favor?" And I've actually had this happen once before. And I don't remember exactly how they worded it or what they wanted, but they wanted me to send them a check so that way they could do something because they had funds locked up in something. And essentially, it's a check scam, or it's an account scam where they essentially get access to your account and they're able to log in and steal your money. I was like, dude, are you for real? Soon as I got that message from him, I instantly messaged him back. I said, "Ha, I knew this was a scam," because nobody comes in without even talk. And I've also, because I always try to get on a call, right? They're like, I'm hearing impaired, so the only way I can communicate is through text message and email. And I was like, okay. That was the first thing that really kind of had me sitting there wondering like if it was real or not. And then he said $7,000 to $10,000. Most businesses aren't going to be so open about their budget necessarily, unless they're a big business, which fine. And he said he was in the oil industry, so I was like, maybe they do got money. But yeah, total scam. And so I texted him back again. I was like, if you text this number again, I'm going to report you to the police. Because what pisses me off, and I know you guys are probably going to laugh, but he's costing me like 0.3 of a cent every single time he texts me. Because he's texting me via Go High Level. This is not like my personal phone, so he's costing me 0.3 of a cent every time he texts me. I'm like, man, I probably just wasted like 2 cents. That's what really pissed me off the most. I was like, I'm talking to Ted, I was like, he's wasting my money, like 2 cents. And I was mad at that. I wasn't mad that the dude was trying to steal like 5 to 10K from me. I was mad that he had already stolen 2 cents from me. So be careful doing business, guys. It doesn't matter if you're just an old lady with your memory going and your brain just shot trying to get scammed, or if you're running a business and you're freaking 24 years old and aware of the digital age. They don't care. They'll take your money. All right, so I guess only 4 people want to play. Jacob, Eugene, Rowan, and Jimmy are going to be the only ones who actually get to play the game, because nobody else said they wanted to play. Oh, and Ricald wins. You get to play too. If you bought the mentorship program, you should have received an email. And if you didn't, send us an email at info@serialentrepreneur.academy, and we'll get you squared away. But here's the thing. Also check your spam, because it could be there. All right, so 5 people are playing the mentorship program since nobody else said they want to play. So I hope you 5, or I wish you 5 the best of luck. I can't believe nobody else wants to play, but fine. And you have until I ask the question to play. Because if not, I'm going to skip over you if you answer first. It's only going to be one of those 5. This is one everybody can play. What is one benefit to using white labeling? Joining an agency first is actually why I had so much knowledge starting my own agency. So it's definitely recommended. I literally did it myself. I worked at a major agency for a year. And I learned a lot more about digital marketing and how it all worked. So It's definitely recommended, especially if you're able to make some money and get the experience you need. All right, Rowan, I'll take automation. Automation is definitely a benefit of using Go High Level, or Go High Level, of using white labeling for your service offerings, because you can automate pretty much the entire service part and strategy. Like, they're going to do all the strategy, the service, the fulfillment, the reporting. You just go talk to a customer once a month. It's super simple. Like, I'll put it to you guys like this. If I had to do it all over again, like start from ground zero, I would start white labeling. That's how I would start my agency until I could build a team slowly. Lewis, like I said, I need you to message me on Facebook and send me your email account that you signed up with. If you're in, the only people I give it out to are people who are under my affiliate link. So again, I can talk to Go High Level and have them transfer you, but I need to know your email address and for the account that you used to sign up. And then once you're under my affiliate account, I can send it over to you. The only other way that I've been doing it where people can get it is I'll sell them to you for $200. Rowan, I don't know. I think it's Rowan. I'm going to go with Rowan. You tell me if that's wrong. But Rowan, you're the winner of the MAP Mentorship giveaway. You answered first with automation. That is definitely a solid answer. So you win tonight's giveaway. Congratulations. All you have to do is shoot me a message. Shoot me a message. I hope your name is Rowan Sampson on Facebook, because that makes it a lot easier. But shoot me a message there on Facebook. I think I spelled that right. Yep, I spelled that right. Shoot me a message there. Let me know you won. And we'll send over your code tomorrow morning. Hey, Chip. Stop making licky noises. It's gross. All right, guys. Thanks for stopping by tonight. Make sure you're here every Thursday at 7:30 p.m. EST, because we do this every single week, and we do giveaways every single week. Last few things, if you guys are interested in any of my free training materials, like my blog, tons of content over there, or if you're interested in checking out any of my courses that we offer, we have a Done With You program. We've got the DMS 2.0, our mentorship program. We've got a personal branding program. All of that is over at serialentrepreneur.academy. And the software that I was talking about, if anybody still hasn't signed up for Go High Level, you want to use my link right below, because we will give you all of the email and text message sequences and the landing page that I've built for my agency. So all you have to do is plug everything together, and now you have a badass funnel that can convert people into appointments for your agency. So make sure to check out all the links below this video in the description. And that's it. I'll see you guys next time. Until then, Serial Entrepreneur out. Bye, guys. Gotta turn this